Good evening from Kiva, Uzbekistan. Took a few days to get here from Istanbul. I was there, and then I went to Turkmenistan, and that's a pretty amazing country, but very difficult to broadcast from there because of the limited bandwidth. And now I'm here in Kiva, Uzbekistan, and it's a little after midnight here. So behind me, it doubles as a madrasa and a mosque, and my hotel is right there and just had an excellent meal. It's a kind of a mix of Turkish and Russian and Indian. That's all great. You have like samosas and things like that. You have and a lot of meat, a lot of shashlik and things like that. And then they have um, and then of course drinks are readily available with the Russian influence here. So anyway, another full moon night and perfectly clear. Temperature has cooled down to about 35 centigrade, about 95 Fahrenheit after being about 115 in the day. This is the hot season, but it snows here in the winter. We have some pretty amazing trips here in Uzbekistan. I'm traveling on my own here just because I need to meet with different people and groups, but we have on Total Adventure, we have some really great trips. So without further ado, I need to unfortunately switch to these nerd glasses, and I'm going to share screen, and yes, this is the one. Okay. So what we have here is we have here a couple of trips in. They're both in. They're in Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan. We're going to concentrate on the Uzbekistan part, being Kyrgyzstan later next week. So you have two different ones. So let's start with this one, and so this is a trip that does two. They're very different countries. We're going to go on the Uzbekistan. So I'm going to skip the part from. Well, you know what? Let's do the Kyrgyzstan part because I was in Kyrgyzstan a couple of years ago, and so this seems to be. I did a very rugged one, and you can see on Total Adventure magazine. You can see a lot of that plus video. We did horseback riding over the Tian Shan Mountains and a 5-day trip up as high as 16,000 feet, sleeping on yurts at night. And so the lights here in this country are very bright. So I have to. All right, so we're going to Bishkek, and then we go to Sankul, and that's a lake. Son in Kyrgyz means lake. And then here we are, it's the land of the horse there, just like in Mongolia. The difference between Mongolia and Kyrgyzstan, a big difference is that it's Kyrgyzstan is Islamic and Mongolia is Buddhist, so it's very, very different outlook on life. And then here you're going up in the mountains, but this is all on the road. I have another trip where you can do it by horseback. And again, all through there. So now they drive to Osh, which is in western Kyrgyzstan, and then here to Kokand. So Kokand is, so here's where you see the amazing buildings that have been around for many centuries, really from the time of the Mongols and from Tamerlane. So Khiva, where I am right now, it's like an amazing city. It looks like a movie set, but it's actually real. It's in a very far out of the way part of Uzbekistan. It's far away from the other cities, so a lot of people don't get here. But I say it's pretty. Overall, it's pretty. It's authentic. It's really like out of the the time of the Arabian Nights. So And then there's Bukhara. That's a long drive. It's gonna, it's about a 6 hour drive through the desert, and it's one hot and barren desert, sandy. So Bukhara, you have a lot of different amazing buildings to see. The Registan, and here's in Samarkand. This is as you get back towards Tajikistan, and this is just a whole street of these ancient mosques, just one after the other. And then the tour ends in Tashkent, which is the capital of the country, also pretty amazing, a Soviet masterpiece. Now this trip is $5,089, and it's pretty amazing. And the date leaving is this is they have this scheduled for next week, but there's going to be more throughout. There's going to be more throughout the year. So I would advise going on the fall. It's pretty hot here now. I'm just here for exploratory purposes. I'm going to show you a few pictures of Uzbekistan a few years ago. Let me bring that up here. And it just takes a minute. Getting better and better at this. Hold on here. Let's see here. We're going to add the stage, move. Well, I think we can't do it today. So anyway, we're going to go back to what we're going to go back to then here is okay. So we're back here. What we're going to do is go to magazine and in Total Adventure magazine. By the way, there's some great stories lately. We'll soon have one in Florianópolis, Brazil. But if you haven't checked them out already, amazing Algeria, Tunis, Tunisia, and magnificent Malta, Mato Grosso do Sul, Brazil, Dakar, Senegal. These are all recent trips. Now we're going to go to Uzbekistan. Okay, so here we go. So if you go on totaladventure.travel and go to magazine, you're going to see some really great stories. So you have here Uzbekistan, summer 2019. That's sunset, the Ridgestan in Samarkand. Khiva. Oh, is that where I am right now? Anyway, Tamerlane. So here we go. And the money here, thousands and thousands of som to the dollar. And that biggest bill, that 10,000, it's worth a little more than $1. So when you go for like a $20, $30 meal, which would be a lot, that would feed 4 or 5 people, you're going to need a lot of those. So yeah, it's worth about $1. So at any rate, but here we have, yeah, come check this out. Totaladventure.travel. Click magazine, and you have hundreds and hundreds of stories from all over the world. So, and let's see, there's one more thing to see. The video. Would be that way. A strange country, and that's why I wanted to see it. It was. This is just give you a little idea here of what Uzbekistan is like. The way to get there is through Istanbul via Turkish Airlines, and they have direct flights to several cities in Uzbekistan. Turkish Airlines is truly the gateway to Central Asia. In the old days, you would look into Aeroflot, but currently, there are no flights from the U.S. to through Moscow. That might change on Friday. Who knows? So anyway, we are going to. This is just a quick note about Uzbekistan and just from Uzbekistan. Late review. Turn in for the night. But coming to have our own minaret. And on that note, it is barren. It's hot. 105 to 115. All right, so good evening from Bukhara, Uzbekistan, from Khiva, Uzbekistan, and we get you the next place on the road, which could be anywhere in the world.